Hello, and welcome back to the vlog. This week we're gonna go back to somewhat normal. I don't even know if we can say normal, but it's been crazy bouncing between Christmas decor and working on the office and traveling, and I need a little bit of a break and I want to kind of just do some normal routine things. Today is the first day of our winter CSA share pickup. I signed up for this back in September maybe. It's with a local organic farm called Upswing, and this CSA is really cool because unlike a lot of other CSAs where you just sign up and you get what they give you, this one you get to pick what you want. So every other week they send out a form and they have a long list of items they have available, and you get to pick 8 items you want to add to your box. This is really nice because it ensures you get things that you actually like and are going to use, and you're not going to waste things that maybe aren't your favorites, like beets. I don't like beets. So I'm heading over to the farm now to pick up my share, and I will show you what I got. Picked up my share, very excited, can't wait to show you what I got. I really liked their setup. I've not done a CSA share before, but my understanding is typically everything is already boxed up and you just pick up your box. And with this, you had to fill out an order form beforehand, and when you got there you would check in, they'd give you your order form all printed out, and then you would just go down the line and pick everything on your order form to fill your own bags. And I kind of like this because you can like pick and choose which items like look best to you, within reason of course, but you also get to see everything else that's on the table, so you get ideas for next week and kind of know what's available. I am now waiting for a friend at one of my favorite local thrift shops. It's called Village Consignment in Chelmsford, Massachusetts. I think I've brought you here before, but if I haven't, welcome. It's like 3 buildings kind of in the same area. It's not huge, but the things here kind of range from small trinkety things to like larger pieces of furniture. I'm excited to see if they have any holiday stuff, so I will bring you in with me while I shop around. And then when we get home, I will show you what I picked up at the farm and share a few recipes I'm going to make with everything. We are back home. I did get a few things, which I'm excited to show you. And then I will share with you what I picked up at the CSA, and we're gonna cook some dinner together. One of the things I have been on the hunt for a very long time is nutcrackers. And I really do like classic nutcrackers, but they're hard to find either in good condition or in like a not terribly tacky color scheme. And I saw this pair. It's like this metallic maroon and navy with a gold that I really liked, so I picked them up. They have like a gold base, and then this guy has a little drum, and this guy has what appears to be a rifle, and they're kind of like opposite colors, but I thought they were kind of fun. Not that classic red and blue, but a nod to that. And I feel like this color scheme fits my overall like style a little bit better. So I'm not sure where I'm going to put them yet. Maybe in the living room where I don't have a ton of decor. So I got these. And then I also picked up 3 of these like glass baubles. They're kind of like mercury glassy, which I like, and they have this, let me see if the camera will focus. this sort of like diamond pattern, and they're actual glass and they're sort of heavy. So they only had 3 of them, so I got all 3, and I thought these would be nice on the Harry Potter tree just to add in more of that like sparkly light reflecting element. And then lastly, I got 2 baskets. I always need baskets. There's so much you can do with baskets. I got this cute little one that has a lid. So I don't know, maybe I'll put that in the bathroom or something. And then I got this little one. I thought this would be good for like picking things in the garden or just like displaying dried flowers or something. So it was like $3 and I figured I would find a use for it. I also bought a sled. I will pop a little clip of it here. They had a few vintage sleds on display and they were a really good price. I think I paid like $29 for it. So I thought it would be a cute addition to our outdoor porch display. And I've always just gravitated toward them. I feel like it's kind of this classic New England like porch-scape look. So yes, we have added that to the Christmas collection. Now for CSA Share goodies. So thank goodness I had these bags in my car because you actually had to bring your own bags. So note to self, I need to remember to put these back in the car. This week we got bok choy, which like I've never even purchased bok choy like this from the grocery store. Like this is insane. 2 big things of it. This is their last week doing the bok choy, so I'm glad we were able to get that. We got 2.5 pounds of carrots. These are monsters, so even if we don't use these up immediately, I can cut and freeze these. So that's something I was keeping in mind when I was kind of like picking items. Even if we didn't have time to cook something with it, what could I freeze to have a backlog in the freezer? This is the thing I am the most excited about. This is celeriac. So this is the root of celery. And it kind of tastes like celery, and it's absolutely delicious. I've had celeriac soup. You can also dice this up and roast it. Upswing Farm has some recipes on their website, and I think they have a recipe for roasting this, so I'm going to look into that, but I definitely want to explore making a soup with this as well. We got leeks. These things are monstrous. I'm going to use these for dinner tonight. We got a big head of Napa cabbage. I mean, this is so good. Like, the quality, like I'm just blown away. This is so good. Matt and I are going to make some dumplings with this. We are all out of our own garlic, so we got a little thing of garlic. This is a mixed bag of onions, so some of them are red onions and some are yellow onions, like so. So I think this was like a 2-pound bag. And then last but not least, 2 pounds of potatoes. So we got red potatoes, but I think they had different varieties. I just grabbed whatever they had on top. So that's it for this week's haul. Pickup is every 2 weeks, so it definitely gives us time to use all of this stuff up. Tonight I'm going to do a leek and potato soup, so we'll be using the leeks, the potatoes, probably an onion, some garlic. So a bunch of this will go into that. I'm going to research what to try with the celeriac, whether that's roasting them or a soup, and I'll let you know what I find. And then, like I said, we will also be making dumplings, so this will go into that, and there won't be much of this left. For dinner tonight, I'm going to be making a leek and potato soup. The recipe I'm following is from Once Upon a Chef. I will include the link in the description. And I'm also going to add some chicken sausage to it just to add a little protein, and I already have it thawed, so I need to use it up. So I'll probably do the sausage on a sheet pan. So I'll just slice it up and throw it in the oven at 350 for like, I don't know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I'll just keep an eye on it. And then while that's cooking, I'll be whipping up the soup. It looks like it'll take about an hour. Basically just dice everything up, and then you're kind of like slowly cooking it down, and then I'll use the immersion blender to blend it all together so it's a really nice texture. And then the last step is to add heavy cream. The first thing I'm going to do is start peeling and dicing and prepping everything, and that way it's all ready to go, and when the recipe calls for it, I can just start adding it to the pot. making some croutons with some leftover sourdough bread we had. So that's just diced up bread with olive oil and salt, and then I put it in the oven at 350 for like 10 to 15 minutes, basically just until they get crunchy. So I topped the soup with that, and then some of the cooked sausage, a little bit of olive oil, and some flaky sea salt, and we are good to eat. I have migrated to the sitting room and I'm redecorating, but only a little bit. So the buffet table behind me used to have the record player and these two big lamps, one of which you can see on the floor over here. And we recently got a TV from a friend that we used to replace the TV we were using in the living room. So the TV we were using was free to move somewhere else. And I've been wanting to put a TV in the sitting room here because we have this great couch and I love this room so much, and I would love to be able to curl up and watch a movie here or read my book and put a crackling fire ambiance on the TV. I don't know. You can see behind me I've already started moving things around. I wanted to keep the lamps that I had there, but they're just a little bit too big, so when I put the TV centered, there's not enough room on the left and right with those wider lampshades. So I ran upstairs to grab these smaller lamps I had in the guest room, and I'm going to see if these fit instead so we can still have light here. We don't have any overhead lights in this space, so it is nice to have the lamps, but they don't have to be huge. So I'm going to finish connecting the TV, plug the lamps in to see if they fit, and then I'll bring the other lamps upstairs. And then I grabbed an Apple TV on a Black Friday sale last weekend, so I'm going to hook that up and then pop on some, I don't know, wintry, cozy ambiance on YouTube while I do some work. All set up. I think the size of these lamps works much better and still gives us the light we need in this room. Eventually I would love to do like some sort of DIY pleated shade, or maybe just replace these shades with something that's just a little more colorful and fitting for the space. I will move these ones upstairs in the guest room. They were looking a little bit large, but I think it's okay for now. That room's not used all the time, so at least we'll have some sort of light source, and then I can keep an eye out for a smaller pair that we can swap these out with eventually. Now, one of my favorite things to do is go to YouTube, search for holiday ambiance videos, and put one of these on while I'm sitting and just like working or reading a book. I think having this little like moving picture with some jazz music on in the background is so cozy. So highly recommend if you have a space with a TV or an extra monitor that you can like slide a YouTube video over to. I do this all the time, like when I'm even when I'm working during the day. I often actually look up Harry Potter ambiance videos. They have a lot of great ones. I just chose the Christmas at Hogwarts video. Now I'm going to change into some PJs and work on a few more gift guides. I think I have 3 more and they're almost done, so I'm going to try to get those up in the next few days so you guys have a few more guides that you can look through for gift ideas. my butt. I need to get back into a workout routine. How many times do I have to say that before it actually happens? Only time will tell. Matt and I are having a little date night tonight. We are going to dinner at Forge and Vine in Groton, and then we are headed over to the Groton Hill Music Center for the Philharmonic Orchestra Christmas Magic concert. So I'm going to hop in the shower really quickly and then somehow figure out an outfit in like 10 minutes. Quickly do my hair and makeup and then hit the road. I have been on a lifelong hunt for the perfect jeans and I still have not found them, still on the hunt. But during Black Friday there were obviously a lot of sales and I did grab a few different brands to try them out. I got 2 pairs from Zara. They're both straight fit jeans. They have a raw hem. Most importantly, they do not have holes in them, which I love the look of that, but sometimes I feel like it looks a little too casual. And also, I'm always cold, so the less holes, the better. I got this black pair and this lighter wash. They are similar, but slightly different styles. I think I'm going to go with the black jeans tonight. I tried them on the other day, and I think I like the fit. It's so hard to tell when you try them on the first time because you convince yourself that they fit right. So I'm going to try them on again and see how I'm feeling. And then if they fit okay, I think I'm going to do the black jeans with a black turtleneck and just keep it like kind of casual evening wear tonight. Okay, I see you, Zara. These are not too bad. The length works really well when I have a heel on. They are a smidge long when I have like flats on, so I might have to like trim them myself a little bit, but they're super comfortable. They're a rigid jean, so I was a little worried they weren't going to be like super stretchy and, you know, not be comfortable when I sat down, but they're really not that bad. They're pretty spacious and it like hugs me in my waist and my hips, so I think I'm going to keep these. What you got? What you got? What you got? What ya? Okay, tonight's look, all black. I've got my big overcoat on from Abercrombie. This bag is from Quince. I just use this for like nights out, so I need to swap everything over. Zara jeans, Abercrombie top. I will have to look up the boots for you, but it's an all black kind of evening. And I have not done winged eyeliner in like a year, so this feels good. Hello and happy Sunday. I took yesterday off because I was just wanting to relax. It's been a long time since I've had a weekend that has nothing on the calendar. But Friday night's concert was honestly one of the best like Christmas concerts I've ever been to. I feel like a lot of times for those kinds of like orchestral Christmas concerts, you just show up, you sit in your seat, you hum along. It's very like predictable. But this concert was just so unique. They had a soprano who sung along to a few of the songs, which was absolutely amazing. They had an adult choir and a children's choir who sung along to a few songs separately and together. They also had 2 pieces that were narrated. I've never heard the stories before, which was exciting because it wasn't like you knew what was going to happen. One was called Yes, Virginia, There is a Santa Claus, and the other one was called Footsteps on the Roof. I'm going to try to find links to the stories and I will include them in the description below. First of all, the narrator, Philip Lima, was so good. He was so animated, he had such a beautiful voice, but the stories were also so good and just so unique. It really felt like you were sitting in someone's living room and like grandpa was telling you a story. It was good. There was also some audience engagement, so they like called a few kids up to stage to like partake in one of the songs, which was really fun. And then at the end, they did a holiday sing-along. So they had like 5 or 6, you know, common Christmas holiday songs, and they put lyrics up on the screen and everyone in the audience sung along, and it was so special. Like, I can imagine that being a really special event to go to every year with your family. And like I said, I've just never been to a Christmas concert like that before. So if you live local to Groton, Massachusetts, I highly recommend checking out the Groton Hill Music Center, not only for the Philharmonic Christmas Magic concert, but they have a whole slew of events all year round. We also learned that they are a music school. I think they said they have like 200 students or something crazy, which is amazing. They also offer music classes in schools, which is such a cool experience for people who don't have access to that kind of thing. So I learned a lot. It was a wonderful experience. Beautiful building, just like stunning. Matt and I were staring at all of the architecture the whole time. And yeah, we just had a really nice night. So that was a lot of fun. Yesterday was just a chill day. We started working on our second, well, technically our fourth, but our own personal second Magic Puzzle Company puzzle, which I will show you in just a second. And now Matt is working on making dumplings with some of the food that we got in our CSA share this week. So I think he's doing 2 different kinds, one with ground pork and one with just like vegetables. So I'll show you the puzzle and then I will show you what he's up to in the kitchen. So this is the puzzle we are working on. It's the Magic Puzzle Company, the Happy Isles. And you can see we've started to make some progress. I won't spoil it all for you in case you are interested, but this is on my For Friends gift guide and we have had so much fun with these. I will not spoil the surprise because that's part of the fun. It's not like a traditional puzzle, but if you are looking for a fun, unique gift for friends or family or a white elephant, highly recommend these puzzles. I think they've got like 12 different ones. They just released a new one like a week ago. And all the designs are totally unique and it kind of is reminiscent of like Where's Waldo? Like there's just so much going on. So it's a really fun visual. It's challenging to put together and then there's like a fun little surprise that they've created. So definitely check them out. All right, Matt has been busy in the kitchen. He started the first filling. We're going to do 1 pork filling and 1 veggie filling. This one is carrot, bok choy, ginger, and garlic. The carrot and bok choy are from our CSA share. And then he's starting to work on the pork filling, so this is just going to be pork and Napa cabbage. Once the fillings are done, we'll take these, they're super thin dumpling wrappers. I don't know if you can see that in the camera. I think there's like 50 in each of these packets. But we'll take a little spoonful of filling, we'll fold them in half, and then we'll crimp them. That way none of the filling spills out when we steam them or pan fry them. I think we're gonna try pan frying them, but we have steamed them before. Okay, both mixtures are made. Admittedly, this looks very gross, but it tastes delicious. So he basically blended everything up so we have like a paste that we can scoop into the dumplings, and then this is the veggie filling. So we're gonna create like a little assembly line here. We'll lay one of the dumpling wrappers, we'll scoop a little bit on, we'll fold it, and then we'll crimp it and run through a whole bunch of those. Now that we have 2 pans of these made, we're not going to eat all of them, obviously that would be excessive. We're going to freeze some of these and we're going to pan fry the rest for dinner. To do that, we basically put a drizzle of oil in the pan. We're just going to use olive oil. We will put the dumplings in and kind of let them cook on both sides in the oil. Then we will add a little bit of water and we will cover them so they kind of steam and cook through. That's more important for the meat ones. The veggies are obviously fine because, you know, it's not raw meat. And then once they're steamed, we'll take the top off and kind of let them finish like frying again in the remainder of the oil. We usually kind of eat and cook as we go, as you can see by this messy plate here. But Matt made up a little sauce. So this is soy sauce, scallions, ginger, garlic, brown sugar, honey, and sriracha. So it's kind of like a sweet, salty, spicy sauce, and we just dip them in there as we're going and eat on the fly. I did not get any video of the finished dumplings because we were scarfing them down as we were making them, but I'm sure you can imagine what they looked like. They were delicious. Both recipes were great. I actually really liked the carrot and bok choy ones with no sauce. Like, I just felt like you could taste the flavor of the bok choy and carrots better that way. The carrots were really sweet. I think that tends to happen with carrots that are harvested later in the season. I could be wrong, but they were both delicious either way. We saved some of the uncooked ones for dinner tomorrow, and then we froze the rest so that we can pull those out for dinner another night. And we didn't use all of the pork fillings, so we also froze that so we can fill up some more dumplings at a later date. Now that we are sufficiently full, I'm going to wrap the vlog up here and head upstairs to get ready for bed. Thank you so much for watching this week. If you liked the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for future updates. I will leave links for everything I mentioned this week in the description below, and I will catch up with you in the next vlog.